Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we wanted to sit down and film a little different video from what we usually do, and we wanted to answer your guys' questions since there are a lot of new faces on here. We are almost at 45,000 subscribers and that is insane. So for anyone who's new here, this is Helgi, my fiance. So I put a question box on my Instagram story yesterday and I got so many questions. So we have a lot to go through, so we better get started. So it was back in 2017, we went to the same high school, and it was kind of funny because I was having a sleepover with my girlfriends, and one of my friends, she asked me if I thought Helgi was cute, and it was like out of the blue. And at the time I didn't really know who Helgi was, but I recognized his face when my friend showed me him. And I was like, yeah, he's cute, very cute. And apparently she was friends with Helgi's friend. And I think they were kind of trying to set us up together. I don't really know what the plan was. And later that evening, Helgi ended up adding me on Snapchat.
And that was because my friend, who is a friend of Birta's friend, told me to add Birta on Snapchat. And that's why I did that.
So we were Snapchatting for a couple of days, but it wasn't until we went to like a school festival. I don't know what you call it, but it's basically where it's like an artist and a bunch of people are just dancing and having fun. And yeah, we ended up meeting at that place and
making out.
Okay, but a little side story. I actually broke my nose that evening. So when Helgi and I were making out, my nose was broken. So before I met Helgi that evening, I was with my friend Óttar, and we were like walking in the crowd and we were actually trying to find Helgi. And one time Óttar was gonna turn towards me and somebody accidentally like hit him like in the back of his head. I don't know if it was like an elbow or something. So his face basically bumped into my face and I could just hear the cracking. I don't know if it was like the alcohol, but I didn't cry. It was like, it was not a problem. I was still on a mission to find Helgi. But after the festival, my mom picked me up and she drove me straight to the emergency room. And we found out that my nose was broken. So yeah, that was our little story on how we met. It's so cute how many of you guys are asking us questions about our wedding plans. I'm very sorry to disappoint you, but we honestly don't have any plans yet. We haven't even decided on a date or anything.
But our friend, however, he made a messenger group with us and the name of it is Wedding Plan Committee 2026. So he has apparently set a date for us.
We honestly don't really know like what type of wedding we want to have. I honestly wouldn't mind if it were just a very small wedding, and I'm not even sure if I want to wear like a white gown and walk down the aisle. But Helgi, like, he would also want to have like a wedding in Italy and throw a party. Yeah, we honestly haven't really made up our mind and I'm just not really sure what we should do. But even though we are engaged, of course, like wedding is always going to be on the plan, but we are not like stressing about it or anything. But I will for sure keep you guys updated if we will like plan anything or if we have made any decisions about our wedding plans. So for now, we are gonna be fiancés and maybe after a couple of years, we will secure the deal. There are a lot of baby questions.
We are both on the same page that we don't want a baby right now or like in the 3-year range.
3-year range. I feel like I want to be at least like 30 years old. I don't feel like I'm ready for a baby. I think we would like to expand the family with a dog. We really want a dog.
But that's quite a commitment, and since we also like to travel a lot, then that can get in the way of traveling a bit.
Yeah, we haven't really decided on anything regarding children. I even wasn't like, I don't know. We don't know. And we haven't really planned anything. And yeah, I think Helgi is more of a baby guy than me. Of course we do, and I think that's very healthy and normal to fight, but I wouldn't say we fight a lot. It's more like we discuss things, and sometimes we can get annoyed with each other, but I wouldn't say we are like, you know, slamming the doors, being like fighting. Thankfully,
it would actually be kind of unusual for a couple if they would never have a fight or any disagreements, because everybody is different and everybody has a different upbringing. So like, it's very unlikely that you and your partner agree on all things. And of course, you're gonna get into some disagreements, and then you just have to talk through it and try to see the other person's side as well, and yeah, be very understanding of one another.
I feel like I've received this question so many times when I do a Q&A on my Instagram, and somehow I always avoid answering it because honestly, I don't really know what's the key to a healthy and successful relationship. But we are going to tell you guys what works for us and how we have managed to maintain a healthy relationship.
There's a quote, soulmates aren't found, they're made. And I find that very true because relationships are constant work. Things are always changing, both personally and environmentally. So there are always some new challenges coming up that you need to conquer together.
For us, communication has been very important. I would say in the beginning of our relationship, I used to kind of hold my feelings to myself instead of like just telling it straight to him. So I would maybe be moody or like holding a grudge. And I honestly think that's way worse. And Helgi taught me to just like express your feelings and explain why you're feeling a certain way. And you can communicate together and kind of compromise or like find a solution. And yeah, it's kind of like difficult to explain, but honestly, like just communicating is like 1, 2, 3. Honestly, it's so important.
And another thing, of course, is respect. It's very important that you respect each other.
Yeah, and you need to respect each other's boundaries, your opinions, and of course your personal space. So yeah, respect. I also think spending quality time together is a key factor in maintaining a healthy relationship.
These has to be like activities that you both enjoy and would both classify as a quality time.
So for us, we love snuggling in bed and watching a movie or cooking some good food or even go skiing. So we try to do those fun activities as much as we can.
But if there are some things that you like as an individual that your partner doesn't like, then you should definitely still pursue those things and do those things. For example, I really like going golfing, and Birta doesn't like it as much as I do. Then I just like do it in my own time with my friends and have fun doing it. And then at the same time, Birta can be doing some stuff that she likes, or
just doing your own thing.
Yeah.
But then in the end, we also do a lot of things together. But it's also good to have some stuff that you can do by yourself. We are both working full-time in Denmark, but I kind of want to explain because I feel like I receive this question quite a bit if I'm studying or if I'm like working full-time as an influencer. So I'm just gonna clear the air. So I used to study business administration back when I lived in Iceland, but I moved to Copenhagen to do an exchange at CBS. Yeah, that's the reason why we decided to move here. And it was a bit complicated for me to continue my study because I wasn't ready to move back home. So I actually quit my studies and I started working at a marketing company, and I worked there for 1 year. During that time, I started posting on social media. I started my TikTok account, and when it started going off and I could see that there was a potential there, I actually quit the job because I was able to live off of it. So it's been a year since I quit the job. So I've been an influencer for 1 year now, and I absolutely love it. And I'm just so grateful that I can live off something that I'm so passionate about doing. And I honestly couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. I'm just so extremely happy.
So yeah, Birta and I decided to move together to Copenhagen, and she would do her exchange and I would start my school. And I decided to study computer science. that wasn't the best fit for me, so I decided to quit, and I was working for a whole year in a shoe company where I was doing the marketing. And then I started CBS, the same school that she did her exchange in, and I did 1 semester there, but then I decided to join Birta on her adventure because it just made sense, and I'm just super excited for all the possibilities that come with all of this social media, and there are a lot of things that we can do together on it. Of course, some people around me were shocked and concerned about me quitting school and my job, because now we are just both full-time doing this. But I love everything around business and the entrepreneurial side of it. So we want to try to do something amazing from this whole social media thing. So that's the plan at the moment. But yeah, so now we're both full-time doing social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a good question, because now we are working both full-time together, so we are together a lot.
Honestly, it hasn't happened where we get sick of each other. I don't know if it's something special, but I feel like we are so alike and we get along so well, and I could spend every single minute with him. I just don't get sick of him, and I hope that he doesn't get sick of me. So when we were planning our Interrail trip, our friend was saying that, you know, this was gonna be a test for us if we would get sick of each other or if there would be any miscommunications or any fights. But honestly, the trip couldn't have been more perfect. If anything, I feel like we just grew closer together. We really didn't fight or anything, and I feel like we worked together so well. Like, Helgi was like the planner, and he was like with the trains all under control, and I did some other things. I don't remember what I did, but there were some things.
But even though that we enjoy being together and we kind of don't get sick of one another, it's so healthy and important to do separate stuff, meet different people and do different things, because then we have stories to tell one another and experiences to tell about. And yeah, it's just like so important.
I'm so surprised how many of you guys know that we are from Iceland, because so many of your questions are if we will ever move back to Iceland. The answer is that we honestly don't know. We don't really have any plans, but for the moment, we really like staying in Denmark. We even can see ourselves moving maybe somewhere else. We would love to live in Paris or London or New York. I honestly just find it so fascinating. Now Copenhagen is very like homey for us, and it's very comfortable, which is amazing. But I honestly would love a challenge where you are meeting new people, exploring a new city, and just experiencing something completely new. I just find that super interesting and exciting. Yeah, and I think Helgi is kind of on the same page.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the same page. Of course, we miss our families and friends back in Iceland, but also since we're both doing the social media full time, it's kind of difficult for us to move back to Iceland, because Iceland is so small and the opportunities social media wise are fairly limited. So for now, it wouldn't make sense for us to move back to Iceland, but we try to go as often as possible to Iceland to visit our family and friends and stuff, because Iceland is one of a kind. Like the nature and the landscape, everything around it's just like one of a kind. So we love Iceland with our whole hearts. Now we just need to think about work and all of the opportunities that the rest of the world provides for us.
But maybe one day we will move back home. We haven't planned any trip, unfortunately. I would love to have something to look forward to. We were maybe thinking about going to Barcelona during our 6-year anniversary. Oh my god, 6 years is
Crazy.
Insane. We've never traveled to Barcelona, and it's been on our bucket list for so long.
We were actually planning to go to Barcelona during our Interrail trip, but since our plan kind of changed, then we didn't go. But I want to go there so badly, so I hope maybe we do it in November somewhere.
We honestly haven't like decided on anything, but it was just like an idea. It would be fun to go there.
Yeah. it is so common for people to think like, okay, I'm gonna start going to the gym on Monday, or I'm gonna improve myself next month or next year or something. But it was so funny because like 2 weeks ago, just like a random August day, we just sat down and like started writing notes and goals for the rest of the year, because we hadn't been in routine kind of after the Interrail trip, and we weren't happy with the state that we were in. So we decided to make a change, even though it wasn't a Monday or the next month or the next year.
So we really wanted to be more efficient and just create as much content as we could, because we felt like we weren't being as efficient as we could. So we sat down and we wrote down some goals and like a strategy. So the past 2 weeks, Helgi and I have been very productive. Helgi started his own TikTok and he has been making videos every single day, and they are so good. He's been focusing a lot on like gym motivation, so he just started going to the gym and he is making like really good content over there. So you guys need to go and check it out and give him a follow. And I also really wanted to push myself to post every single day on Instagram and TikTok. And I've been trying my best, and it would mean so much to me if you guys would want to follow along on both platforms. So I will have all of the information down in the description box if you guys want to go and follow. We are going to wrap up the video here. We can definitely make another video of these if you guys are interested. But for now, we hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video.